Welcome to Sleuthcast with Dr. Bear, Bumpy Bear, and Swiss Bear. Join them in the den for some bear opinions on gaming. And now, our host, Dr. Bear.
Hey, how are you? I'm Doc with my co-host Fumpy and Swiss. How you doing today, guys? Got a good podcast scheduled here. We're going to talk some gaming and a little bit of development and some boredom games. And we'll start off with what is one type of game you will always play when you are bored? That could be like mobile, Switch, pretty much any platform, but when you're bored, that's your go-to. Fumpy, you want to take this one?
I will.
Right on.
First things first, fuck mobile gaming. Not a fan. They all suck. They're all boring.
Hey, if you haven't heard, listen back to the previous ones. You'll know why.
Yeah.
But one game or one type of game that I'll always go back to, just because you can kill so much time on it, racing games, 100%. You don't need people. You don't need online. You don't need anything. You can just keep going to racing games. So you'll find me if I'm bored playing that, either it's Mario Kart, Need for Speed, shit like that. Except for recently, I really got into Pokemon. I really enjoy Pokemon. Pokemon Sword.
Yeah, baby.
Like if I'm not doing this, or if I'm not editing, I'm definitely playing Pokemon.
It's addicting.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's funny. Next time we meet, you're probably just gonna whoop my butt because I did the most casual playthroughs just trying to get there. So like, I didn't attempt to go out of my way for anything. So this is gonna be interesting to see how you end up being now.
Oh yeah, no, and it's funny too because I'm literally just trying to make the best team that I want, and trying to get like all my teams to be like each Pokemon having like 2 different types and everything, so I can be more diverse instead of having just 6 typings. I could have 12. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyways, so yeah, definitely Pokemon because it's just it's a good story. Like every previous Pokemon game that I've tried to play, it was I don't know if I just never gave it a chance. It was mundane. It was just.
I got one thing to say about that, but fuck Hop, dude.
Yeah.
Shittiest rival in all of
Okay.
Pokemon, dude.
I every time he gets bring up in the game, I think about you two.
Fuck
he
Hop.
Ain't that bad. He is not that bad.
Wait a minute. What gym badge are you on?
I just got done facing Bay, which is the fighting. No. I just beat the old lady.
Did Hop? Okay, so Hop's gotten his butt kicked by Bede already. All right.
Yes. Fuck him. Fuck Bede. Like he.
No. You're about to find out what's up with Bede. You don't know yet.
You don't
That's
fucking
fair.
know.
You don't know.
I just
You don't know.
You don't know, bro. What the hell?
Attitude. Fuck his snooty ass attitude.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Moving on. A game that me and my friend always went back to, even if like we're super into Modern Warfare, blah blah blah. We're like, no, you want to play a different game? We're just like, yeah, what do you want to play? I don't know, man. Let's just go back to Rocket League. It was
Yeah, I
Rocket
just picked
League.
that up recently. Again.
So like the lobbies are toxic as shit. People are assholes.
I don't play with the mic on. I just fuck around, but yeah.
No. But no, it's just a fun, casual ass game that it's something you want to be better at, something that you're okay with not being good at. It's just a nice game to fuck around in.
It's like racing while you play soccer. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I have one last thing to say on Hop. If you're thinking Hop's not that bad, I think it's because you identify with him.
He just wants to beat his brother, man.
Yeah, Hop needs to grow up hair and stop being his brother's shadow. Like,
no shit. Yeah.
That's fair.
I feel you.
That's my problem with Hop. Anyway, sorry.
Every time he comes up to me, he's just like, "You want to battle?" I'm just like, "Yeah, I'll kick your ass again, dude."
Give me that free XP.
But yeah,
So,
so those are the games that I usually go to.
Nice.
so racing and lately Pokemon
Yes.
and Rocket League.
Nice.
Right.
Swiss, what about yourself?
So for me, I took a little bit to think about this. Like, when I'm bored, what do I normally turn to the most? Well, for mobile games, like if I don't have a console or something around, I'm a tower defense guy. I have Balloons Tower Defense 6 on my phone. I think it was like $4 or something like
Yeah, I just got that free
It's a
on
good game.
the Epic Store.
that. Nice.
So I know what you're talking about. It's a good game.
Honestly, just
I
tower
think
defenses in general are really good.
Hmm
right. And for me, that's just it. I don't have to pay hella attention to it. I can be doing something and play it, and at the same time, if you want to get hardcore into it, you definitely can. There's plenty of game modes and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm a balloons guy when it comes to mobile games.
With that,
Like
I always want like perfect symmetry. I want everything to be fucking perfect and smooth.
Yeah.
no. I'm the person that so in balloons, for anybody that played, one of my favorites is the Gatling gunner.
Mhm.
Because of all just the different things it can do. But this is a monkey you can set up anywhere on the screen and have it shoot across multiple lanes of balloons at rapid fire speed.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, it's one of my favorites. The heroes are sweet in it and all that stuff too. Multiple types of gameplay. If you want to just stay offline and do your own thing and go through some of their mazes, you can. There's online play. It's a lot to do. And it's not a pay to play by any means. If you're willing to if you enjoy playing the game, you'll play through it and you'll get stuff. You don't have to pay to play for anything.
Mhm.
You can if you'd like to, though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I normally, if I'm near a console and like I'm seriously bored and want to just do some board gaming, I normally grab the Switch, and it's kind of anything on the NES or Genesis emulator for me on there. Normally gonna grab a platformer of some kind and play around with that, whether it's one of the Marios on the NES or some Sonic the Hedgehog, something like that on the Genesis. I enjoy the old
Yeah,
school.
I do gotta say, sorry, I do gotta say, them bringing the emulators to the Switch, probably one of the best moves they could have fucking made.
Mhm.
Especially all the
Right.
old gamers and
It's
obviously all the
literally. Go ahead.
all the old consoles that are fucking so damn expensive now and so rare to come by that actually like work or are in actually good condition.
Mhm.
To find those is hard. So the fact that they made emulators to actually for people that love those games and could go back to them for free or for a subscription, but no, that's a
Well, and
good move
like
that they made.
I actually own, both of those consoles. It's just having to have them out and set up, like the space that takes and everything else,
Yeah.
versus being able to just, grab the controller and go. And if I wanted to hardcore play something, like I'm not a speed runner or anything like that, but if I were to try to get into it, I would go drag the console out. But for just a fun, quick grab and go, hell yeah, dude, those emulators are perfect. I'm not trying to get anywhere big. I just did the playthrough of Kirby on our live streams.
Yeah.
Check us out at SXZBear on YouTube. Gonna be live streaming some Super Mario Brothers 3 this coming week. Well, technically the week as you're watching this. Should have watched. But yeah,
What are you gonna
no,
stream
that's
the next week?
the week after. So I'm doing Super Mario Brothers 3, and
Mhm.
then I actually have not picked for the week after yet.
All right, so stay tuned, guys. You'll find out probably when this
Uh,
is released. Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought about doing some Subnautica. I also
Ooh.
thought about um oh crap, going over to the Genesis and doing some of their random platformers because some of theirs aren't that long at games.
Mhm.
So
Nice. All right. Well, I know if you're done with your
yeah,
thought
I'm
there,
good.
Swiss. All right, cool.
Yeah, Bloons Tower Defense and platformers on the 16 and 8-bit consoles.
Nice. I
Which
know for me, like I play mobile games because if I'm walking the dog, like I had slots that I would play for a while and just spin. Never spent a dime, just play the game because it's cool to watch the slots go. But I do enjoy Fallout Shelters. I think that's a pretty well done game. Pretty
That was a fun
polished.
game.
I enjoy Fallout, and I'm able to like play it and have it running and do some stuff, and then come back and collect my resources and whatever. But that way, that's Fallout. But if I'm on a console, it's probably Fallout. I love Fallout. I'll screw around. I'll mod 4 and play that, and put modern weapons in 4. If you do modern weapons in 4, the game becomes trivial. By the way,
Oh,
I two-shot a
I can
super
believe that.
mutant behemoth. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, they just like fucking around. Those kind of the games that you can screw around are fun. I did like the balloons is a good tower defense. Enjoyed that. But I played on the desktop because I was like, I don't want to buy it for $4, and my son had it, and it was free on the Epic Store, so I got it and we played together. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
So yeah, what do you
Cool.
guys? What is one game that you have played like hundreds and hundreds of hours on, and what drew you into it?
Swiss, you can go first. 'Cause I'm
Oh,
curious about the games.
Yeah.
uh, I took some time to think about this one.
Mhm.
I I am a binger, so like when I play a game, I spend a lot of time on it. And as a younger bear, uh, didn't have a whole boatload of money for games, so like I've said before, I kind of found different ways to play them. So I've spent a lot of time in a lot of games in ways people wouldn't think.
Mhm.
Um, but the one I went with is multifaceted in so many ways for me. So for me, it's Duke Nukem 3D. Um, when we first got a computer that had MS-DOS on it, because that's the time frame we're talking here. My parents got one, and one of my dad's friends at work had told him about the game, and he got it. And he went from playing a Genesis to he didn't do anything for a while, and then suddenly we got the computer, and he was kind of into gaming again. And
Mm.
he picked up Doom, and then picked up this, and I just remember watching him play it. And like we got to a point where he wouldn't pay attention to his health bar. So like I just sit there watching and be like, health. I'm like, oh shit, thanks. Yeah. Boy.
You're a little alarmed,
Stuff
dude.
like that, or like I would be noticing things he wasn't because he's trying to kill stuff, and instead I was like, oh, there was a door over there, kind of thing, and like realize he's stuck in a room, and like I'd help out that way. But then when they upgraded their computer, they gave me that one and all the games that went with it. So like I remember when he played it, I was too young, and it's kind of graphic. Like
Mhm.
it shows naked boobies and stuff like that. They're pixelated as
Boobies?
hell.
Breast cancer
Dude,
awareness, save the boobies.
dude, you literally walk up to strippers in the game, and he'll hand them $100 and want to dance, shake it, baby. But this is all part of the charm of the game for me.
Yeah,
Like as a 10-year-old, like, oh, you shouldn't be seeing this and shouldn't hear these things. And
yeah.
so when I'd asked to play as a kid, it was very rare that I'd get to play. And like there were a few times I played it when they weren't home. Like they didn't realize I figured out how to load the game up and stuff, because back then it was like D semicolon run enter DK3, that you had to know how to go through the process to even start the game. But so when they gave me the computer, it was like, oh dude, I get to play this now, and like I'm better than him, and like I got to explore it that way. And I mean, Jesus, who doesn't love jetpacks, rocket launchers, and shit like that, killing aliens, naked chicks, like. But so he was a 90s stereotype, and while Doom was good, unlike Doom guy who had no personality and was just kind of, the only sound he made was when he took hits and just that kind of
Mhm.
noise. Shit, in Duke Nukem, you'd walk up to a mirror and hit the action button, and damn, I'm looking good. Uh, he walks up to a video game, and it's a Duke Nukem pinball machine, and it's called Balls of Fire or Balls of Steel.
Mhm.
Like the Duke Nukem pinball machine is balls of steel, and when you walk up and hit the action button, it's ooh, too bad I don't have time to play with myself. Like he had stuff like, was it raunchy? Was it campy? Yes, but goddamn, it was the first time that my character I was playing as had a personality of some kind. Like
Mhm.
your lower level enemies, you'd blow them up with a rocket launcher and he'd your head, your ass. What's the difference? And like, damn right, Duke. You know, it just kept
Hell
me
yeah.
going. They also hid a bunch of secrets in the game. So like at the end of every level, it would tell you, how many enemies you killed, how many enemies you left, and then secrets found. So like the replayability, dude. Now I want to find all the secrets.
Yep.
What was
Same
I
thing with
missing?
Doom.
And like, it was just it's a game that even now I've got it downloaded on my Xbox, and I still go back and play that every once in a while. If I'm in the mood to just go kill some stuff, pop in Duke Nukem 3D. I have some of those levels just memorized.
Nice.
That'd be a fun
yeah.
stream to watch.
Hell yeah.
Well, hell yeah. Well, all right then. There's a thought.
There you go. There's your next idea.
Exactly.
See what I got.
All
But
right.
yeah. So what about you guys?
All right, Fump, what's your take on this guy?
Okay. Well, I have a PS5, and and I think their last system update, they actually added the hours played.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
Yeah. Okay. So I looked at all the games that I thought I had a lot of hours invested in.
Mm-hmm.
One game that I thought I would have a lot of hours invested in isn't that much. It's Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
It's still quite a bit. Let's play a guessing game. How many hours do you think I have invested in Modern Warfare 2?
The one that we played together?
Yes.
Okay.
215.
Doctor?
Probably 400 hours.
304 hours.
Nice.
But that does not compare to the games that I actually know I played way more, like Rocket League. Again, let's play a little guessing game. Doctor, how much hours do you think I've spent on Rocket League?
Probably 800 hours plus.
Quiz.
780. 780.
525.
Oh, rookie numbers.
Okay.
You gotta pump that shit up, dude.
525 hours, guys. Hours.
Yeah, do you know how much yeah, I guess. We'll go over
Okay.
my game, but yeah.
But now, the game that has the most hours played from me is, drumroll, Minecraft.
I would figure that, yeah, for sure. That was probably like 800 plus hours, man.
Do you see the look of not surprised?
Yeah, right. I literally, like, the day came out for console on the 360. I literally took the day off. I was like, Mom, I'm not going to school. She's like, why? She's like, there's a video game coming out. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, I'm not calling you in.
Yeah,
and then I was
Mom,
like,
he wasn't
fine.
kidding.
That's fine. Like, I just want to play Minecraft, dog. Minecraft. And this is the last one that we're going to do. People at home, play along too. How many hours do you think I have invested in Minecraft? And this is only on PlayStation.
Yeah.
This is not including Xbox when I played on Xbox.
I said 800.
This is your 950.
I have 1,437 hours invested into Minecraft.
Nice. Very nice.
That's so fucked.
All right, I'm
Give or
gonna
take a few, just for the fact that, like, I might have just went idle and fucked off for like a couple hours, but still, that's a lot.
Exactly.
Damn. All right,
Yeah.
Dr. Bear, what you got?
All right, so
Not surprised it's Minecraft at all.
And
all
it's
right,
funny
so
because I haven't played that fucking game in fucking forever either.
I know for a fact that in Call of Duty I've played about this year's Call of Duty, it's about 7 days of DMZ and 5 days of multiplayer. Whatever the hours add up to. That's just since November.
400-ish.
Yeah. But I know for a
500.
fact that Fortnite I've played since launch. I've got over 1,500 hours easily. I used to play it all the time. And like, what drew me to the game was playing with your friends. You make new friends, That was at a time where I was like not in a good spot, so, stuck to myself, and then I met people online, played with them. But yeah, that's a shit ton of hours, by the way, if you got kids. 10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend. Your spouse will be pissed.
It's a good public service
Yeah,
announcement.
yeah. Oh, moderation, guys, moderation.
I was gonna say Fortnite and RuneScape. Two games I've heard that completely ruin relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, that term "filthy casuals." Yeah, Dr.
I
Bear
I
coined
can
that
tell you
term.
how many hours I have. 1 second. I'm gonna look it up here as I just have to get it up.
See, my game's so old I can't.
Right.
What I remember are entire months of my life being dedicated to that game.
Hell yeah. I gotta look at my library. So
Bumpy the
hang on.
Pooh Bear up top.
I'm cool as shit, dog.
You are pretty dope, huh? But yeah, so thousands of hours in the Fortnite, and I played a lot of Call of Duty when I was in Korea. So like, you know, Fortnite is 1,030 hours on the PC alone, and I played on PlayStation for a while. So lots and
For
lots
anybody
of time.
For anybody that doesn't know, Dr. Bear there is served our country.
Hell yeah, dude.
That is a crap ton of time there, bud.
Yeah, yeah. So honestly, like my life is gaming. If you couldn't tell, it's eat, sleep, breathe gaming, and
Snoot first into that
snoot
game.
first, baby. Yeah. So that leads us into the last topic here. I'll go
It would
last
actually.
because I want to hear your guys' opinions on this first. So I'll bring up the rear because I have a lot to dive into. But if
I
you could
bet.
make a video game from scratch, regardless of time, money, all that, what would you make? Kind of like flesh out your idea so you can give people an idea of what you're thinking.
Swiss, you can go because I have a good transition into Doctor.
All right.
Okay, so I may not know much about mechanics and stuff like that, but gameplay and storytelling are a completely different thing. I love the idea that you're a hero in a game or that you can be the villain in a game. However, the lack of consequences or the finite consequences suck about it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm looking for a sandbox style game that is a lot of random generation. But do it like you're on a random planet and there are multiple deities and you decide which deity you're going to link yourself to
Hmm.
and unlocks your skill tree as you go and you get to decide if you're the hero of this planet or the villain of this planet and align yourself accordingly. The other two or whatever would also have the hero kind of thing or their own thing going on based on things you did, but have real-time crimes happening.
Hmm.
If you're like, oh, I'm not going to pay attention to the side quest type thing. No. Those aren't side quests. Those are things you got to do to keep peace in your town or in your area or
Yeah.
on this planet or whatever.
Hmm.
You can't just decide that you're only going for main quest. Everything's the main. And unlock skills along the way and stuff like that. Obviously, as you go, like the god would help imbue you with powers, kind of thing. But I want to see the city rise up if you're a bad guy. If you're a bad guy and you've been doing bad things to the city or haven't been helping this planet or whatever, like you've been robbing banks and stuff with your superpowers instead. Next time you go to rob a bank, I want the military to show up. Like I want them to be designing things to stop you specifically and target
Hmm.
you. On the flip side, if you're playing the hero side and like another species comes to the planet and is attempting to take over, I want the humans to rally around you or whatever they are. Like have that type of thing in the game. Because you watch like superhero movies and stuff and Batman, Superman and stuff like, well, is he a good thing to have? Is he a bad thing to have? See that play out.
Yeah.
Let's see that play out. What does it take to maintain that level of consistency within yourself? How do you know when to sacrifice, when not to? Because like you can't save everyone. You do have to prioritize at some point.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of game would be really cool to have. And I don't want it to be a thing where like you've got all the time to think either, like the Mass Effect games where like, oh, here's a list of things. I could sit here for the next 10 minutes and decide, well, do I want it this way or no. Like this is going down right now. You've got the next 30 seconds to react, you know, kind of the joke Dr. Bear makes to us sometimes, like, have you ever been shot at? See how fast you can make a decision. You're being
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
at. Make a decision.
exactly. If you don't got that
So,
reaction time, you're kind of fucked.
so yeah, that would be something I'd like to see.
Hmm.
And in my mind, this is an offline format. Like, I want this to be all about the individual player having to deal and manage with this world.
That'd be one
I like that.
kick-ass game, yeah.
Yeah. Also, for people listening, if there's a game similar to what any of us are explaining, please
Well, yeah,
let us know.
Yeah, I'll play it.
Let us fucking know.
Yeah,
My
for
God.
sure.
I'll get you first on that.
Hmm.
So two of the things I want to incorporate in the game if I were to play it is, so I'm a huge puzzle. I love puzzles.
Okay.
Portal, love it.
Yep.
There's a game called We Were Here, and there's like three games to this entire this storyline. It's really cool, and it's literally like for the We Were Here, it's literally you and one other person, and you have to communicate the hints to them. They have to do the puzzle and like vice versa. So it gets a little complicated. You guys get a little radio and everything. Um, it is really fun. Fucking love it. Another thing I would like to incorporate in said puzzle game would be butterfly effect. Like your decisions fucking matter.
Hmm.
Like
Yep.
when I played until excuse me, when I played Until Dawn for the first time, where it's just like you can literally save everybody or you can let everybody die based on your decisions. I'm just like, bro, that's fucking sick. I fucking love that. Like any step you take, any branch you don't dodge and you get hit in the fucking head, that's gonna affect fucking everything. I'm just like,
Hmm.
dude, like that's just a sick way to go about gaming. And also that brings up the replay value because you don't save everybody, you're gonna play that game again to save everybody. You want everybody to die, you're gonna play that fucking game again. Um, and
Don't
then
like
so
Tony, save everybody but Tony. Yeah.
yeah, um, like more realistic game. Like if I were to just like get a small class on how to create a game, something like Super Meat Boy, where it's literally like platformer, just jump around, pick up some shit, and fight little entities.
Hmm.
Um, I think that would be really fun. And recently, this is part of my transition. Dr. Bear introduced me to his game.
Yes. Okay,
He
so
created
if
a
you want a
game.
little background,
No,
I
no,
can give
no.
it to you when you're done.
Just wait, Mister.
Hey, man.
I want to talk about this game.
This panda is a happy panda. See ya? I'm smiling.
This game is. I wasn't knowing what I was expecting going into it, but like, it was actually really well thought out and actually executed pretty well. Uh, I let him explain more about what it actually is and let him promote it, which you should because it's a killer game.
Of course, of course.
Um,
Haven't I played this?
Oh,
it's on
you could
Steam.
now. You could
Yeah,
now.
you could.
You got the PC, so for sure. I'll send you a link after we're done. You can check it out. All right, so
All right.
before I go into
Go
what
ahead.
I would do into a game, obviously I've made a few games. Nothing super spectacular, but the game is Through the Tomb. It was made as a capstone for my bachelor's degree. It was me and 6 guys. We worked, I think, 3 or 4 months on it. It's got a lot of Mirror's Edge vibes to it, with like a Tomb Raider style. It's fantastic. I actually made one of the hardest levels in the game that nobody that when we were testing it could beat it as fast as I could. They would have to stop, and I would just, I built the level to be perfect for speed. So yeah, like Through the Tomb is fantastic. The art style, we didn't really have an artist till the end, and we're in school, so you,
Right.
you get what you get. But like the mechanics of the game are fantastic. They're
I
very
do like
they're
how it's.
very responsive, and they're good.
I do love how it's like speed running. Like get through it as
Yeah,
fast as you can.
yeah.
Get the
We
best
added the
time.
time trial thing towards the end. I was like, we're not gonna add more levels. Let's at least add a time trial so we can like do our
Hmm.
best times and shit, and then people will go from there. But yeah, it's been downloaded I think 300 times or something like that. So you know,
And it's free.
Exactly. We'll put it in the link in the description. You can check it
There you
out.
go.
But for me personally, I have a few ideas. I'm working on a couple, like very slowly, because I like video games. I'd rather play than make them sometimes. But it's called Astral. So it's a survival game based on the astral plane, and the astral demons are hunting you. So it's think of like Sons of the Forest meets like a sci-fi where like if you've ever played Little Nightmares, where
Yes.
you're really little and everything's really big, the entities would be
Hmm.
huge and you would be that size, running around trying to find a way to get back to your body because your astral cord was severed. If you were into astral projection at all, you'll understand what I'm saying. So it takes like a real world like concept, puts it into the game and kind of incorporates it. And then there's another one I would do is called Grave Escape, where you're like stuck in this massive like otherworldly graveyard, and you have it's almost like a Dark Souls feel. It's like a Souls like where it's open world and you have to just kill all these entities to put the dead to rest. And like
Okay.
mechanic wise for those survival for the Astro one, you wouldn't have to worry about food or water because you'd
That's
have to worry
hard.
about like your sanity and other things that would affect it. And then, you know,
Yeah, no, fucking Don't Starve. That's a survival game that
yes, yep,
if you don't eat or your sanity goes wild, that shit's hard to fucking maintain. It
yes,
really fucking
that's
is.
what I'm saying. Like that game's really solid too. And then Grave Escape. These were all ideas I wanted to do during my master's program, but I ended up working on something else. Um, but yeah, the opportunity for like anybody to make a game nowadays is fantastic. They have like RPG Maker and all kinds of stuff that does all the legwork for you. And, I mean, it limits you, but you could still be like, oh, I made a game. Check it out.
Hmm.
You can concept the hell out of something.
Yeah, and
Yes.
then like the Grave Escape would be a first person, or no, I'm sorry, third person, and then Astral would be a first person
Ooh,
style, where you'd be like, turn a corner and there's a fucking demon there, scare the shit out of people. It'd be awesome.
nobody steal our fucking ideas, and if they do, credit us. Piece of
Oh,
shit.
I already got this documented from like 5 years ago, man. I have the
That's fun.
design documents and everything. Got to cover yourself because
Yeah.
IP theft is is fucking real, dude. You know. But yeah, like making games is fun. If you've never done it, you can check it out, tinker around. Even if you just download an engine and you're putting blocks in places and making little houses and shit. It's
Yeah,
fun to
Minecraft.
it's fun. It basically it's Minecraft and you can do whatever the fuck you want. There's no, So yeah, that's some of the games, and I do have a little RPG pixel thing that I'm working on where you upgrade your swords and you gotta find chests that are money and not mimics and shit. So a couple little options that eventually I'll get out there when I get more time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Make us famous so we can do this shit.
Bro, all I gotta do is share this. Everybody listen to it.
Only you.
Can make these
Yeah,
bears make games and shit, dude. We are the wee bears of the real world, okay? We ain't playing.
Goat life. Goat life. Um, hell yeah.
But yeah, so now with your guys' ideas, Swiss, would that be just like one planet that you're on? So the whole world map is just one planet?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Uh,
I and I like that you said that because in development, there's a thing that we call scope creep, where you're like, oh, this game's really cool. Let's keep adding more and more and more, and eventually it's just fucking broken. And
oh, no, no,
everything's
no.
not complete. But yeah, for sure. Like,
Planet. Just like full blown build a planet. It doesn't have to be Earth. That's the cool thing.
hmm
This could be a hub of some kind, or there's some other, obviously, if you're a superhero and there's deities and stuff in this realm, I would expect there to be negative deities in the realm, or, positive,
yeah,
however you need to word that. And, the ability to form an alliance and stuff like that with another one would be cool and all that stuff. But, like, there should also be the betrayal and the otherwise, and you've got to keep up your end. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do with that. But yeah, I'd just make it a planet. You can decide the different levels of civilization on it and stuff like that too. I mean, again, if you did Earth, for example, obviously the things happening in Africa are a little different. So, while somebody's getting mugged in the city, are you going to go take food to the helpless out there? Or, like if you're a Superman style person, why aren't you just casting a net in the ocean and dropping some fish off for these
Mm-hmm.
guys or something? Or
So yeah.
those kind of thought processes. Obviously, it would be a huge bulk of things to do and all that stuff, but you have to have some realistic expectation in there too,
Yeah.
obviously.
I like that. And then Fumpy, yours, is that just like would it be like a Portal style game with puzzles like that? Or would it be similar, I should say more similar to like a Minecraft?
Uh, see, if it was the puzzle, like, cause like I think I would want to incorporate like the actual puzzles with the actual butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
No, it would be.
Or would it be like a
Yeah,
puzzle game mixed with like, Until Dawn
yeah. I
or
think more or less that, because I
Mass
wouldn't do like a
Effect,
portal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. That'd be one. That's the thing. Like now we got these video games. They're not very original. There's a lot of copy pasta going on. Like imitation of the highest form of flattery, except they're just chasing that paper trail. They want the money.
exactly.
That's
I mean,
happening all over though. Movies are
Yeah.
the
Oh,
same
for sure.
way,
Yep.
TV shows and
Mm-hmm. People are afraid to
but
be creative.
yeah, I mean, even fucking music, or at least the genre I listen to, it's becoming repetitive and nobody's doing anything. Like I like weird shit, man. Like
Yeah.
throw some fucking weird vocals in there. Stop just flexing your money and bitches, dude. Just like
Yeah.
make a weird noise, be funny or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. It's something. Make it original. Mm-hmm.
do something.
What are you waiting for? I don't know. Something amazing. Well, yeah. So, you got any other ideas, guys? Anything cool?
No, that was pretty much what I had.
I like where your heads are at now. That's good.
Are you gonna
Without
sign us to your
in
next
the bet,
project?
well, of course, you're my guys. But I like that with zero design experience. Your concern isn't necessarily for the grand biggest game ever. You want a really well polished game.
Exactly.
And that's where
Yeah.
people go wrong. And I like this that you guys both are like, it doesn't have to be super spectacular, but it's got to have this, and it's got to work.
See, a
Right.
game that me and my buddies play, me and my buddy rather, is Deep Rock Galactic. It's literally you guys are like
How
alien
is that?
troll. I love it. It's a fun fucking game. It's like you're just trolls. You're dicking around, and then you got missions. You go to different planets,
Mhm.
and they give you objectives. And you just fight spider creatures and other shit like that.
Nice.
It's just I think it's like it's not a very popular game, but it's a very good game that just didn't get enough credit. Um, I just yeah no, that's just like one of the game like you were saying, like it's just a well polished game,
Mhm.
even if it didn't get enough credit.
Yeah.
Um, and that's another game I'll always go back to. It's a good game.
Oh yeah.
A lot to do. A lot to do. Fucking endless shit.
So now, when you make if you were to ever make a game, would you make it simplistic or complicated? Because that's the ultimate dilemma. Do you cater to the casual, or do you cater to the hardcore, or do you try to find a middle ground? Like,
I think middle ground. Like
yeah.
I hate when
So
they try
you
to lean one way or another
so you're
because
not
like
talking
it's
like an Escape from Tarkov where you die, you lose all your shit. You'd
yeah,
be
and
more
like
like
Rust and
DMZ where you
everything.
die, you lose your shit, but it's easy as hell to get back.
Yes,
Okay.
kind of. Just because like Rust and Escape from Tarkov, like your life happens, dog. Like there's nothing you can do from point A to
Mhm.
point B. Like when you get time to play, you get time to play, and it just
Exactly.
sucks that like you take a week off and all your shit's gone. Like fuck you, dude.
Well, yeah, Russ.
Like
Tarkov is only when you're actually in a raid,
right.
which is like allows that, but then again, like you know, we work on the weekends, so I get to play Monday through Thursday, and by that time, like there's already level 30. It's like, dude, I'm level 10. I
Right.
can't keep up with these guys. But the ability for a level 10 to just wipe the floor at the level 30 is awesome. Like that kind of
Hmm.
stuff is good. It adds to longevity. So like it's a hard balance to find, but if you do find it, you can be extremely successful. But yeah,
For
I
sure.
don't know. You guys got any other thoughts?
Don't be a filthy casual.
Yeah, filthy casuals. And don't overplay games or you'll be in trouble, especially if you're young.
If yeah, live your life.
Don't. But yeah, so from the Sleuthcast, you got Doc, Fumpy, and Swiss. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for listening to Sleuthcast. Catch the Bears every Friday. For more bear entertainment, follow the Bears on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and on YouTube at SXZBear. For gaming content and live streams, catch the Bears on YouTube at SXZBear. Thank you for listening.